Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Definitely appreciate you taking the time to take a look at another one of my videos. Tonight I'm going to be doing some experimenting. I was actually going to do this off camera and then do another just kind of tutorial video with what I thought was going to be best, but figured I may as well share the learning experience with everyone here. What I'm going to be going for tonight is a green sunfish pattern. One of the rivers I fish has a lot of juvenile green sunfish. So we're going to be trying to paint a 1.5 squarebill crankbait in a green sunfish pattern. And essentially what I want to know is whether having a white undercoat or a black undercoat as the base layer is going to be better. So I've already primed the two squarebills for us. On the left, primed it with Cretex opaque black, and the other one was the Wicked Colors opaque white. So during the video, for brevity's sake, I'm gonna just kind of chop out all my heat sets and all of the brush cleanings that I normally do in between colors, and I may just show you just me doing one of the colors. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm really aiming to keep my videos under 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. But the first thing that we're going to be doing, and part of the whole experiment behind this, is the desire is to get scale patterns. And the way I'm going to get scale patterns is just using a fine mesh. This fine mesh is something that I picked up on Lure Parts Online when I first started doing this airbrushing like 2 or so years ago. There's fine mesh, and then there's also what they call coarse mesh. Coarse mesh. Can't say that 10 times fast. Coarse mesh. For a little bit larger baits, I like using the coarse. For these smaller baits, I like using the fine. So when I put the mesh on these, I'm using clips that I got from Harbor Freight. I've got small clips like these that I bought a small pack of, and I've got big ones. I have a feeling I might run out of these clips because I normally only do one bait at a time, but I've got some alligator clips if I absolutely need to use those as well. The key whenever using mesh like this is a really tight connection. That's why you want to use these types of clips. Okay, that one looks pretty good. Okay, so we got the mesh netting on. Again, you really want to make sure that it's tight up against the body, or else paint's going to get underneath there. You'll notice that I really only worried about the back half of the bait. The front half, I'm going to be doing more solid colors, or at least that's my plan later on. Once I actually take the mesh netting off. So my plan of attack first is to put a base layer of a Wicked Colors Detail Moss Green all around the entire bait. So I just got done heat setting the first round of detail moss green on this. One thing to be careful of whenever heat setting, don't linger too long on one spot. The way that the paint dries with that mesh netting there, sometimes when I take the netting off, it actually peels like all the paint off. So just a few quick passes over with the heat gun or your hair dryer really is all you want. But I'm really going to be trying to darken up the green on the top of this, and we're going to be going with the underbelly a little bit more orange. So what I'm going to be doing with the black one is, I've already got the mesh netting over it, obviously. I'm going to give it a quick white overlay. That detail moss green, nothing's going to stand out against that black. Ultimately, that black, I just want that to end up being the scale pattern. So painting over it with white will hopefully give me the desired effect that I want. So again, this is all just one big experiment, so we're gonna see how it plays out. Okay, so now that I got that white base coat on top of the mesh netting, we're gonna go ahead and hit this with that detail moss green. So we've got the white one over here on the right and the black one over there on the left. I'm just looking at them side by side because I do want to try to again keep these identical with just those different white and black base coats. So I'm going to hit this white one and just darken it up a little bit more to match black one. So for the next color, I'll be doing a Cretex transparent sunrise yellow. It is the closest thing to an orange that I've got that I feel is the right color orange. I do have a wicked orange which I like, but I think it's just a little bit too overbearing for this. I've also got a wicked golden yellow. I think that's just a little bit too bright. The other option I was considering is a pearl copper, which I really like. Ultimately, the transparent aspect of the of this sunrise yellow is what I really want. I just want to kind of lightly go over that detail moss green in it. So I'm just lightly, very lightly on the brush, giving it an overall kind of orange hue to it. Don't really want that to shine through too much. Primarily going to be going for the belly. transparents take a few coats to really kind of get the desired effect. As soon as you heat set them, they just kind of disappear, which again is not really a huge thing in my opinion. I could pull out that wicked orange and just kind of lay into it with it, but I really want more of a subdued orange color on this. Okay, I think that one's good for the moment. Let's go ahead and go over to the other one. Same thing. So next what we're going to be adding is some vertical bars to these. To do that, we're going to use a Cretex Wicked Color Detail Sepia. And to get us our vertical bars, use just, I really don't even know what these are, some kind of hair clip thing that I got at Walmart. They are the absolute best at getting vertical bars on any of these lures. So just kind of place it over like that, and then just lather on that detail sepia. What I'm normally trying to do is line up the edge with the edge of the gill plate there. I'm just darkening up the head a little bit here while I've got it accessible. Okay, so after having added those vertical bars, it's kind of the moment of truth now. We're going to take the mesh netting off. Still going to be a little bit more touch-up work I'm going to do, but at this point we're done with the mesh netting. I've honestly forgotten which one is which at this point, so hopefully it's going to be a distinct surprise when we take both of these off, but we're going to start with this one. You want to be careful when you're taking these off that we don't move that mesh netting too much, and definitely want to be careful when removing it from the lure. We don't want to peel up the paint or anything like that when we do it. Okay, so this one looks like it was the white underlayment. Looks okay. I'm hoping the black one looks a little bit better though. Okay, well, I can't tell really any difference whatsoever. I don't see really any black, and I don't really see any white. So I don't really see too much of a difference here, which is honestly surprising. Well, you know, that's what you get for experimenting. You win some and you lose some. This one is not quite what I wanted it to be. So we're gonna do a little bit more touch-up on this. I would say the white versus black undercoat is a moot point. Maybe it's because I put that white undercoat on top of the black. I don't know. If anyone else has tried this, let me know. Or if they have any other suggestions as to actually how to get black scale lines. That was my goal. But let's do a little bit more touch-up and see where we go. So I want a little bit of orange pop at the belly on these, so I am going to pull out that Wicked Orange and just give it a little bit of a light spray. So the Green Sunfish by me have a little bit of an orange color underneath their black ear flap. So that's what I'm doing on this, is just giving it a bit of a orange base coat right around where I'm going to put the ear flap later on. Next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of blue to the cheeks, kind of give it a little bit of a bluegill-ish type of look. We're going to be using a pearl blue. So I don't want too much of this. I really just want kind of a splatter. I'm going to take that fine mesh and ball it up. I don't know, there's about 6 times. 7 times. Just kind of place it over the cheek. Just give it a quick blow. Okay, doesn't look like anything's going through that, so we're going to back off one of the folds there. A little bit coming through. So the last thing we're going to do is put a pinstripe on it and put that ear flap on it. We're going to be doing that with opaque black. Okay, we're going to start with giving it the pinstripe down the back of it. I like trying to get a little bit of overspray on the sides. There's our ear flap. Make it a little bit bigger. Some people will stencil that. I don't really have a stencil for that, so I'm just gonna freehand it. I think that one turned out pretty good. Okay, next up, we're gonna pop some eyeballs on these guys real quick. Man, the eyeballs really make the lure. They always really make things pop out a bit more once you get those added on. So I'd say these guys turned out nearly identical. I'd say the one on the right's just a little bit better. The mesh netting on that left one got a little bit messed up. Last step we've got is to clear coat. So something I'm gonna do to make that other bait just a little bit more unique is put in some glitter. This is just like a black glitter. Just sprinkle in a little bit, not too much into the clear coat. Mix it around. Just to get it to stand out a little bit more. I like making the baits similar, but still have a little bit of uniqueness, just in case one of them catches more fish than the other. It'll give me a basis to go off of next time I decide I want to paint this color. Okay, so those are both of these guys clear coated. I'm gonna run a toothpick through the eyelets real quick, and then let's go pop them on the drying rack. Okay, so this is the finished product. I went ahead and put the size 6 hooks with the size 6mm split rings on them. It turned out fairly good. I'm pretty happy with them. Thanks again for stopping by my channel. I definitely appreciate it. We will see you all next time.